My name is Louis Strimmel, and we'll be going over the method of markers and Hamilton's method of apportion today. Alright, to start off with this, you gotta look at that part and find out which one comes first, which would be C1 instead of the rest of them. So C1 would get all of these. And it'd be easiest just to write it down right after that. So C1 will get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you might as well just cross off all of the ones with 1 by them. And then in all the C's together. And then next you go to whichever one came first, B2 or A2, it's on the same one. You'd either flip a coin or just kind of pick randomly, and B2 would get 6 and 7 since they're together, and it ends right there since it's already there. So you just write that down too. And then the next in row is A3, who would just get 8 and 9. Forgot the right commas. Alright. And then since they're all out now, you'd go to D, since it's the only one that hasn't gotten it yet, and they'd get the last, well, the one it's on and the one behind it, the ones behind it. And then the leftovers, of course, are just the ones that haven't been picked yet. Now this is the sheet for Hamilton's method of apportionment, and it's also pretty easy. The way you do this is you add these up, what's ever here, probably be different numbers eventually, and then you divide by how many seats you have, and which is 24 in this case. After you get the total, you divide that together, and you get your quota, which would be 18.33, and then you take the quota and divide it by all these numbers, which I already have, so the answers are right here. 63, 2, 3 again. And then you just take off everything after the point mark for the lower quota. And then you take the leftovers, which would be on the right of the point, and put it under the leftover column. And the surplus would be whichever one would round up first, so just basically the biggest one, and since these are tied, it doesn't matter. And since this does not equal 24, that would be 22. You take whichever one rounds up first and give it its point, so you'd round it up after that, and that'd be 15, and that would be 5, and that one would be 4, equaling 24, and that's Hamilton's method of apportionment. And that's all I got.